Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then as
before you
soon as
answer
you,
personal life, let me switch it to
Mhm.
let's apply to a new manager
Mhm.
at a company. Okay. And let's say they just got promoted maybe at a call center. Now they want to know how to be a better manager. They can
Mhm.
apply this Six Sigma process to it, correct?
They can. I say that with a little hesitation in my voice. I mean, you could always take a concept and apply it. Starting a continuous improvement department, creating a culture of continuous improvement, or a Six Sigma culture, or a lean culture, is an effort in and of itself, and it requires, leadership buy-in and so on
Yeah.
and so forth. So as an individual, yeah, you can get good at defining issues. You can get good at measuring them and being good at analysis when you get data and looking at it and really understanding it. I think making sure that the data is clean, and being able to parse that out is super important. Then from there, you can get good at, some improvement efforts and create, pardon me, your own control plan. So yes, you can do that as a new manager. You may be going solo in that. It may become your style. I'll put it that way. Versus creating a culture. That's a different effort.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine it's a little bit different effort. Quite a bit, not a little bit. Imagine it's pretty large to create a culture like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest challenge of creating a culture that way?
So creating a culture that's a big, big, big topic.
That's why
I
that's the
think
biggest
anybody
challenge.
who's worked with me knows that I boil it down to three. Pardon
Okay.
me here. I boil it down to three things: thinking, behavior, and communication. And you'll see that concept in all my material. So culture to me is those three things. It's the predominant thinking. Pardon me. I'll have to edit that out. What is the predominant thinking? And now, what I mean by that are the values, the mission, um, the vision, the beliefs. All of those things are the thinking. And you can put whatever you want on a poster. The reality is the thinking will show up in behavior. And that'll be really where you see the truth. And then the communication will also give you evidence of what the thinking is. And it's going to be, it's sort of a loop that goes either direction. If your thinking is flawed, your behavior won't be better than your thinking. It'll be probably a little bit worse. And the quality of your communication will degrade as well. So it all really begins with that thinking, Glenn. And for a new manager to start influencing the thinking of their higher ups is a big order. Can be done. It's not something that happens quickly. It's usually communicated through, you usually gain influence in the corporate world through results, right? You get results, people start paying attention.
Yep.
Then they'll ask questions like, how are you getting those results? And then you can start to explain your thinking or philosophy. It'll be evident in your behavior. So behavior for me is about routine. So it's not just about one interaction, it's about how you conduct yourself every day. So as a leader, I remember your podcast you listened to, and I know it's familiar to you because of what I was teaching. Plus, it's just common sense. But those thousands of trainings we did in leadership back at Optum, where one of the main things I would teach is, if you're a leader, greet your people every day. And you had that on one of your podcasts the other day. And it's such an undervalued activity of high value.
Right.
Because you're dignifying people, you're creating meaning.